stand, stretch a bit, then we get into this final part, and it's the most crucial part of the day. Brothers and sisters who have joined us, feel welcome. All right. Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu.
Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu. Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu.
Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu.
Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu. Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu.
Kanitoa chini kaniweka kati. Oh, Mungu wetu ni wa. Kanitoa chini kaniweka kati. Kaniweka kati, kanitoa kati, kaniweka juu. Mungu wetu ni wa. Oh, Mungu wetu ni wa ushindi. Mungu wetu ni wa ushindi. Oh, Mungu wetu ni wa ushindi. Mungu wetu ni wa ushindi. Oh, Mungu wetu ni wa baraka. Mungu wetu ni wa baraka. Mungu wetu ni wa baraka. Oh, Mungu wetu ni wa baraka. Kanitoa chini kaniweka kati. Kaniweka kati, kanitoa kati, kaniweka juu. Oh, Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu. Kanitoa chini kaniweka kati. Chini kaniweka kati, kanitoa kati, kaniweka juu. Oh, Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu. Get a neighbor and tell them kanitoa kaniweka kati.
Kaniweka kati, kanitoa kati, kaniweka juu. Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu.
Kanitoa chini kaniweka kati.
Kanitoa chini kaniweka kati.
Kanitoa kati, kaniweka juu. Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu. Kanitoa chini kaniweka kati.
Kanitoa chini kaniweka kati.
Kanitoa kati, kaniweka juu. Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu. Kanitoa chini kaniweka kati.
Kanitoa chini kaniweka kati. Kanitoa kati, kaniweka juu.
Mungu wetu ni wa ajabu. You can celebrate the Lord. Hallelujah. Yes. Furaha ni mzuri. Tukua tumefurahia mbele ya uwepo wa Mungu ni mzuri. Si ndio? Yes. And the Lord is here with us today. Unajua as a worship leader naweza sahau kitu nileta hapa. Sasa you can go up and sit down there. Let's go on with the business of the day. So at this particular time, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome back the members and the other brethren that are watching us online, wherever you are watching us from, wherever you are following the Education Day from, the whole nation of Kenya, our various regions. Feel so much welcome. And we are going into the second part, the most crucial part, and the last part of the day that is going to cut across very many crucial things or aspects of our business here today. It's the Education Day, Thika edition 2022, and I know our lives will not be the same again. So those of us who are within the church premise, you can welcome 1, 2, 3 people. Just shake their hands and tell them it's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to be here. Waambie Bwana Nyakundi anawasalimia. Na mwambie we are together for a bright future. Tell them we are together for a bright future. Come on. There is something we learned in the first session. We said Ukombozi Sacco is leading and a reliable financial institution of my choice. Now I believe some of us have just joined. So I would like us with one accord share that segment together. 3, go with our loud voices. Ukombozi Sacco institution of my choice. Once again, let's go. Ukombozi Sacco and reliable financial institution of my choice. Yeah, it's a Christian financial institution of my choice. Thank you so much. You can clap for yourselves as you resume your thrones, as I give us the direction. So, we have some good part of the education day that is remaining, and time is here with us. We have some good time, and I believe at the end of this exercise we will have learned a lot, and we will be well placed to be able to serve together as members and also as shareholders, and also as a circle be able to serve you well. So at this particular moment, I would like to complete what I began in the first session in the next less than 10 minutes. Then after that, we shall have testimonials from, I know our brother Anthony has already organized that. We shall have testimonials for 5 minutes. Then I shall be welcoming Mr. Anton Masharia, our loans officer, to come and bring us the part of the credit. All right? Tuko pamoja? Yes. So, even those watching us online, we proceed and welcome back. Share and share. Let's learn. Let's have our lives transformed financially. So, I'm going straight to the savings account. As a circle, we have developed various savings accounts that are suitable and meeting the needs of our clients, of our members and shareholders. We have so good and strategically positioned savings accounts that will be of help to each one of us, from the young to the elderly. So the first savings account that we offer is the ordinary savings account, which in other words we call the deposit account. And this account is the account from which we are able to access our credit facilities. So from this account, you are able to take your loans. It's the ordinary savings account. So contributions against which members take and guarantee loans, they are taken from this account. So the savings you normally send, or them that have registered today, the savings they'll be sending, they'll be posted to this ordinary savings account. From this account, you'll be able to guarantee your friends and other members to take loans, and you also will be able to take credit, as we shall be told by our brother. So the minimum monthly contribution is 1,000, but as I told us in the first segment, is that it's not cast on a stone. If you save 50 per day, you will have saved even more than the one saving 1,000. So I would like us to cultivate in us a culture of saving. A culture of saving. And not just saving. You save, you invest, and then you enjoy the fruits. All right? Yeah. So this account earns interest. Like now we are having our AGM at the end of this month. I know I've been receiving very many calls that we need fuel. And I believe we shall be fueling your vehicles. So, and also it secures loan on a multiplier of 3. So currently as a circle we are giving loans on a multiplier of 3. And I believe there is more we shall learn as our officer will be coming to give us more on that. Another account, once you have registered as a member, you are given this account. Then once you have this account, we have subsidiary savings accounts that you get after you have registered as a member. So the main one is the ordinary saving. Then from there, we have a Christmas saving. This is a fixed savings account. I believe there are many of us who may want to save. Okay, put together some or so, then do a withdrawal and use that money. So if you want to do that pooling of funds, then we have a very good product for you, the Christmas savings account. Why do we call it Christmas? Because we presume as you save the whole year, in December, you'll be able to withdraw from the account. You can withdraw or leave it and continue saving. So it's a good savings account. You may not just use it for Christmas, but you can use it as a savings account. So it's withdrawable during Christmas, meaning at the end of the year, and then it earns interest annually. It's a very good savings account. I don't believe there's a place you'll get. There's no bank that can give you a savings account other than Ukombozi Sacco. And they give you a discipline of saving. The third one is for our younger generation. Because as we are getting older and older, we also need to cater for our young ones. So the Jenga Junior Savings Account, a very paramount account. This is a children's savings account that is intended to develop a saving culture for the young ones. So as we grow, our children also need to have the culture of saving. How do we do that? By developing a product for them, which is called a Jenga Junior. So all those of us who have young ones, will be your children, your grandchildren, and you would like to save for them, then we have an account for you. We have an answer to your questions. So this account, the minimum monthly savings is 300 shillings, and it's withdrawable once in a year, and it earns an attractive interest annually for children aged 0 to 17 years, and is registered with child's birth certificate and guardian's ID. So this account is managed by the parent, not by the young son or daughter. So it's a good account for our young ones. If you want to put an investment for your child, then choose Ukombozi Sacco. We have an answer for you in Jenga Junior account. And it's so easy to save with that account. All right. Then something else is we have the travel and savings account. I believe most of us may want to travel. And we have been having a program where we take our members to Israel, to Egypt, and other destinations. And I believe now we have developed another way of having even local travels. So this account will enable you to be saving gradually towards your goal of traveling. You may want to travel after 5 years. We shall give you an opportunity by you saving, and it's so good that we save for travels. It's good to have all days. So it's an account for all day travels to us, both local and international, organized by us or by the individual. So the it's saving for the annual Israel tour, and maybe your individual plans, and then saving for individual tour plans, and it's withdrawable upon request. So I may be wanting to go to Zanzibar. So if I want to go there, I can save with Ukombozi. When that time comes, I'll be able to travel without any toiling. And because it's good to separate investment money from traveling money and recreation money. Another savings account that we have is the share capital. So this entitles an ownership stake to our members. Our share capital is 20,000, which allow our members to grow gradually. Once we got the certificate for SASRA, the regulator, the requirement for each one of us to no longer be called a member, but become a shareholder. How do you become a shareholder? Is getting to have the maximum share capital, meaning you have become a shareholder. So I want to urge each one of us as we join. Anytime I send you a statement and you see savings, share capital. So no, the share capital part is the one that gives you the entity or gives you the entitlement to ownership of Ukombozi Sacco. And then, as we have been taking our credit, you realize sometimes you have been deducting your share, the loan to increase your share capital to a certain limit. You know, that one we are doing it so that we can cap the deficiency we have been having in our share capitals, so that each one of us is able to become a shareholder. And I believe that we shall also grow that account. It's good because from there we are also able to get our dividends. So a member attains 20,000 by making an one-off. You can come and pay. Upon registration, some members pay 20,000 to attain shareholding or through gradual quarterly deductions. We also deduct gradually, quarterly, to build your share capital. Our brother will tell us that you have to get a minimum share capital for you to qualify for a loan. But he will be explaining to us on that. Okay. So share capital, therefore, can be transferred to an existing member. It earns dividends annually, and it cannot be used as security for loans. So it's only transferable when someone exits. And then it's so key because it helps us to comply with the statutory requirements of SASRA, because we are a law-abiding Sacco. So each one of us, we should be having a share capital of 20,000 because it's good for us and also for the Sacco. And then we developed a very nice fund for us. I told us last time about the fund, and I'm glad once I've come back again, we have the fund in place. And it's for the benefit of us members. It is the benevolent fund. We realized most people are taking loans for funerals, especially funerals. Where I come from, Western, a funeral is a wedding. And I know there are my brothers here, they'll tell you, a funeral is a serious wedding. So people take millions. So as Ukombozi Sacco, we said, why not come in and stand with our members when they are grieving? So we developed a benevolent fund. So this is the last respect product scheme for members to ease the burden of loss of a loved one. We have lost members before, and I've seen it has gone a long way to give them some support. So we give an annual contribution of 100 shillings, which is deducted from annual dividends, and only active members benefit. This is what it means. If you are joining today, you will be viable for the same after 1 year. By the time we shall be processing the next dividends, then we shall deduct 100 shillings to that account. Then automatically you shall be having a benevolent account. So in case of any eventuality, because Christians, we do not die, we are promoted to glory. So any time such an occurrence happens and we lose our member, we give them 100,000. We give the next of kin or the beneficiary a check of 100,000. And in case the principal member loses a spouse, then the Sacco will stand with you with 50,000. And also, if they lose a child, we'll give you 25,000. We saw it's a good way to stand with our members. You know, at the time of grieving, it's good to have someone who can comfort you, even in terms of finances. So we are taking good care of our members in good times and bad times. All right. So members, to ensure beneficiary records, so every time we update the beneficiary records, and you can call our offices for purposes of benevolent beneficiaries and the next of kins, and we shall guide you. And I know it shall be good with us. So anytime anything happens, you have lost a beloved, you have lost a member, we encourage that the offices be notified. Like now in Thika, we have an office we have around 3-4 offices in Nairobi. We notify any office, and then we shall be there to take care of it as required. Deposit insurance cover. We decided to insure all our savings. So all our deposits are covered. Mine, yours, and the other one. So the deposit cover is an insurance policy product where members' deposits are insured against death of a member. Each member contributes 300 annually towards the cover. If you can check your statements, you will realize around August there was a deduction of 300 shillings from your account. Is for purpose. So remember, this where this comes in. We are able to refund the savings, and also we are able to give around 60% of the savings from the insurer to the member. So it's of great benefit to our members. So what are the benefits? In the event of death of a member, the nominees of the member will receive, actually it's twice the amount of the deposit the member had in the Sacco at the time of death. So if I had saved $1 million, how much would you receive? 2 million. Si ni kitu poa sana. Isikuwe tu tutakuja tu peke yake. Make the Sacco to us in good times and in bad times. Yeah. So if you have if you lose say a spouse and you are an active member, so we'll get to give you a benevolent fund or a benevolent cover. But if we lose a member, we are going to give them their deposit, the benevolent cover, and another deposit from the insurer. Are we together? Yeah, ni vizuri tukielewa venye inafanya kazi. Sawa sawa. So that was the part of introduction and membership. Introduction and membership. So I want to believe you are able to log in to any of our portals at the website, register a member there, or you have known the requirements for you to become a member and why you should join Ukombozi Sacco and why Ukombozi Sacco is the best ahead of the rest. All right? Yeah. So at this particular time, I would like to take some 4 minutes to welcome 2 testimonials. Then from there, I shall usher us in to the next segment as we continue to conclude the day. Are we blessed kufikia hapo? Have we learned something? As we did in the second segment, now we are in the third. Get a neighbor. Share something and tell them, I have learned this and it's changing my life. For 1 minute. Na unamwangalia vizuri nimesoma hii na inanisaidia sana. Kama sio member wa Sacco, I think by now they have a reason to fill the forms. Wow, I love the interaction. Okay, that's great, that's great. Let's interact. We have 50 seconds. If you're watching us online, you can also interact with your family. If you're watching this education day, I believe you're already making a decision to join Ukombozi Sacco Limited, your highway to the great and bright future. So as we share, at this time, I would like to welcome a brother by the name Duncan Lilondo to come over. You'll continue to share for exactly 2 minutes. 2 minutes to tell us how Ukombozi has been of benefit to them.
Bwana asifiwe. Kwa majina naitwa Duncan Lilondo. Ama mchungaji Duncan Lilondo. Mimi ni mchungaji wa kanisa la Baptist. Nikiingia hii Sacco nilijua ni Sacco imeanzishwa na kanisa la Deliverance. Lakini niliingia kwa sababu nilikuwa nimeelezwa mambo yake. Kwa hivyo nimekuwa miaka kadhaa, sikumbuki kwa kichwa, lakini nimekuwa miaka kadhaa. Na mimi imenisaidia ama nimefaidika hapa na pale. Hasa unajua watoto wakiingia secondary, uni, mambo inakuwa mengi sana kuhusu school fees, vitu ndogo ndogo hivi. Unakuta ya kwamba bila mahali unaweza kimbilia utakuwa na shida sana. Mimi imenisaidia sana upande ya watoto, msichana na kijana wanaendelea na masomo vizuri. Na wacha niseme kama si Ukombozi ninge struggle sana, lakini wamenisaidia sija struggle sana wakati nachukua loan na naweka pale napata watoto wanaendelea. Tukikucha kwa kanisa kuna project inaweza tokea, ni emergency, unataka pesa haraka, tena imenisaidia. Nakimbilia huko, nachukua pesa, namaliza hiyo project, kanisa inaendelea, tunalipa pole pole na mambo inaendelea sawa. Kwa hivyo ni mengi naweza sema kuhusu ukombozi, lakini wacha niseme hayo machache ya kwamba imenisaidia sana. Na wewe ukijiunga utaona utamu wake. Wameleta hii ukombozi M-Pesa load. Huwezi kuwa broke. Unachukua tu hapo haraka, unamaliza mambo yako, alafu unawasoti baadaye. Asante sana, mbarikiwe.
That's wonderful, so encouraging. Now we were impacted alive. The next one to come is Joyce Wanjiko. Yes. Welcome. Mpigie makofi.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Amen. My name is Joyce Wanjiko. I'm born again. And I am a member in this church. And Ukombozi Sacco has really helped me. And I stand as an empowered member today. I joined this Sacco back in the year 2015. And I had a goal in me that I wanted to buy a plot, of course, together with my husband. And so I joined this Sacco, and I saved an amount for quite some time. And in the year 2017, I was able to get a loan, and we bought a plot. Then afterwards, the next thing was now to build our own house. And we started with whatever we had. And at some point, we had nothing. And so I again, this year, went back to Ukombozi Sacco. I have gotten an amount. We have built now a part of the house. Now living in my own house, courtesy of Ukombozi Sacco, and of course from other places, some amounts. But I'm very grateful to God because of enabling me to walk this journey. May the Lord bless you. God keep you.
Wow. Thank you so much. That's so great. Hizo ni kidogo tu. That's a 0.00001 of the many. Yeah, we have, even as staff, we have our own testimonies. We have customers who are not here. We have their testimonials that we have empowered. We have customers in Tina, people have loans, buy plots, buy cars, build their houses, and that's what Ukombozi is all about. Are we together? Yes. Let's be upstanding as I bring the next officer to come, and they will be dissecting the real thing. All right. Ukombozi Sacco is the leading and reliable Christian. That's our anthem. Let's go. Ukombozi Sacco. Ukombozi Sacco is the and reliable Christian financial institution of my choice. Turn to a neighbor and look at them and tell them, let's go, three, go. Ukombozi Sacco, reliable Christian financial institution of my choice. With the joy of the Lord, let's put our hands together as we welcome our brother, Mr. Anton, to come and give us our own credit. Thank you, my brother. Hii kuna bonga points. You can proceed.
Bwana asifiwe. Praise the Lord. My name is Anthony Mwangi, and I'm glad to be here this morning. It's still morning. It's afternoon. I'm glad to be here this afternoon. It's not my first time to be here. I shared with Reverend, there was some times back I came to this church. I registered some members, and then, but that time I used to be in Nairobi office. But now I was transferred to Kitengera office. Now my area is in Kitengera. Bwana asifiwe. But I'm glad to be back to this house and to see that you are continuing with the good work. Bwana asifiwe. And of course, with the support of our officer from Karatina, who is Mr. Nyakudi, I really appreciate. Today we came specifically so that we can interact with the members from this region, and so that we learn from you as you learn from us. See, you're doing interaction. Yeah, that is interaction, so that we can see the best way each and every one of us can benefit from this product called Ukombozi Sacco. I believe everyone is looking forward for the best benefit you can get from Ukombozi. See, that's why we are here. Our main business is to give credit and to provide saving services to our members, of which my brother, our officer from Karatina, has quite elaborated on saving product. Tumeshika mambo ya savings. I believe we have gotten about savings, and is from savings you are able to access credit from us. And now I'm going to take you through the credit. I believe you have the slides for credit. Okay. I can see we have the slides, so we can be following up. I believe hata tukiendelea hivi, maybe probably you may have a question or two. Do we have some somewhere to write those questions? Yeah, maybe you can get somewhere, you write those questions. Then after this session, we are going to correct all those papers, and then we are going to address your question. See, that is in order. Yeah, please make sure you have a pen and somewhere to write. When you feel you need to ask a question, just write it before you forget it. Then we are going to address that maybe probably after this session. Then we go to credit. From the first page, get back to first page. First slide there. First slide. Yeah. I can see, you can see some photos there. Kuna building. I was late in the morning, so nilikuta mshaanzia, but your building is a head office, about tunajenga pale Nakuru. Is just a photo of what we have there in Nakuru. If you've been in Nakuru Deliverance, just opposite Deliverance Church, you can find that building there. Is the head office for Ukombozi Sacco. See, that is progress. We can clap for Ukombozi. Yeah, that's a good progress. Then, without much ado, we have, let's go to second slide, please. We offer quite a number of products when it comes to credit. And I will just brush through the products so that if you have a question, you just write the question, then we address it later. So from our products, we have this product called development loan. This is our main product within the Sacco. They payable within 12 to 36 months, 3 times your deposit. Annual interest is 1% per month on reducing balances. Loan processed within a maximum of 2 weeks. Then we have biashara loan. Biashara loan is another good product of which repayment period is within 18 months, 3 times of your deposit, an interest rate of 1% per month, loan processed within 2 weeks. Then we go to emergency loans. Emergency loans, this is, you can realize the interest is quite high, is 1.25%. The advantage of this loan is the turnaround time. If you apply, it's going to reflect to your account within 48 hours. That is 2 days. That's why the interest is quite high at it, but it's not much interest. The repayment period maximum is 12 months. Then loan processed within 48 hours, banker's check is issued. Then we go to school fee. The school fee, it has the same charge of 1.25%. Repayment period of 12 months, loan processed within 48 hours, banker's check is issued. On this loan, probably you will find some parents saying, I want that money to get to my account so that some of this money I can use it to do shopping for my kids. Then the rest of the amount I do school fee. You can direct us if you want some amount to go to school account. We are going to write that check to school. Then if you want some amount to write it to your individual account, we are going to write that check to your individual account. So this one is you as a member who is going to direct us on which account we are going to write that check to. If you want us to write to school, we are going to direct that check to school. If you want us to direct it to your account, we are going to direct that check to your account. Tuko pamoja? Okay. Then we go to the next product, the electronic gadget loan. This is a product that we are still developing, but as per the moment, if you can come with a quotation from a reputable organization that you need a particular gadget or an electronic gadget, that is a fridge, a television, what else? Those electronic gadgets, you know them, that you need them in your households. You can get a quotation from a reputable institution. You come, we finance that quotation, then you pay that loan within 12 months. Loan processing is within 48 hours. Attach a quotation or an invoice of the same. Then we have insurance loan. Insurance, we have partnered with CIC, but we are looking for other insurance companies to partner with. On this particular product, you buy an insurance on at a group level, which is quite cheaper. We give you the money to pay for your insurance for your car at a group rate. That's the advantage. At the moment, we are working with CIC, but we are looking forward to cooperate other insurance companies, which I believe is going to happen soon. The repayment period for this loan is 12 months. Loan processed within 48 hours. Then we have premium loans. Premium loans is a product that we came up with recently. These premium loans start with from 3 million and above. The difference is the repayment period for premium loans is 48 months, 3 times of the deposit, an interest rate of 1% per month, loan processed within 4 weeks. On the premium loans, those before I get to Ukombozi loan, if I talk about the security for these loans, we have a variety of options that we consider as security. One, and which we've been operating with for quite some time, is guarantors. Guarantors, najua wenye ni nani washachukua loan hapa ya Ukombozi? Just show by raising your hand. Mwenye amechukua loan. Yeah, it's quite a number of you. Yeah, you remember ukikuja kwa ofisi tunakuambia go get guarantors. So that's the case. But now we have considered, because there's some amount of loans that a member comes to apply, like $1 million and above, and they find it so hard to go out there and look for guarantors. We have provided another option, which is collateral. We have incorporated collateral, specifically title deed, as part of security that you can use to guarantee you a loan. So if you are writing, ni vizuri, so that you get to understand details about collateral. So when it comes to collateral, we consider 70% of the collateral value. That is what is considered. If you are applying for $1 million shillings, which is the minimum you can apply with the collateral. Sindio? Sitaki kuwapoteza. Si tuko pamoja? Ama tusimame kidogo? Tuko sawa? Aya, sawa. Aya. So, tuseme, collateral, if you are applying for $1 million, a half of that amount is going to be considered or can be covered by the collateral, which is the title deed. Then the half of the amount applied to be covered by the guarantors, inclusive of your deposits. Tumepata hiyo point. If you have a question of the same, you can note it down. That's more about the collateral. Then there are some charges that apply for this collateral loan, which is we are going to incorporate this person called a valuer, who is going to evaluate the land, and a lawyer. Those are some few charges that come with such a loan. Then we have Ukombozi loan. One of our testimonies amesema kuhusu pesa anachukua na simu inaingia kwa M-Pesa. That's a new product that we have adopted as Ukombozi. See, mambo ya technology, we are trying to catch up with technology so that we can give more, we can give good experience to our members. So when it comes to Ukombozi, kuna mtu nimesikia mmoja testify subscribe. Kuna mwingine subscribe kwa Ukombozi service. It's very simple. You can subscribe by yourself where you are by dialing. Yeah, that's from the screens. You can see there is a procedure there. Ukombozi mobile banking registration. So you just dial that code which is there, which is star. You can do it as we talk. You press star if you are a member. Star 346. Then you key in star, then 6 hash. Then you dial. There are some instructions that will come after you do the dialing. Then you will receive an SMS with the login credentials. Dial. Then that message will direct you to dial star 346 hash. Then you will be instructed to change the default password or the default PIN that will be sent on that message. Let's go to the next slide. That's a picture of how you can you can log in to your Ukombozi services and get to access the loan, the Ukombozi loan. The turnaround for Ukombozi loan is within a minute. Within a minute, pesa isha deflect kwa account yako. And the limit for that loan is between 1,000 to 20,000, but you graduate as you continue paying that loan. Tuseme ume subscribe mara ya kwanza, maybe the system may qualify you minimum of 1,000. Then after you qualify and you pay, after you pay, then probably the next time you apply, you graduate maybe to 5,000 until a maximum of 20,000. But we are still evaluating on this product. We want to make it a maximum of 50,000, and we extend the repayment period to 3 months. So if you get, those are some of the developments, maybe we'll come up within the next 3 months. You will be able to get a loan of around 50,000 on your phone, and then a repayment period of within 3 months. That's a product. Once we develop that product to that level, we are going to communicate to you members. Are we together up to there? Is all right. Then we go to the next point. Considerations on loans. Once you want a loan with us, there are those considerations that we consider which are laid on our credit policy. So ukikuja kuchukua loan, kuna ile credit policy tuko nayo pale. So these considerations have been drawn from that credit policy. And these are what applies when a member comes to our office to ask for a loan. One consideration, be an active member for 6 months. So if you register today, you are going to wait for at least 6 months to qualify for your first loan, which is 3 times of your deposit. I believe our officer elaborate vizuri kuhusu share capital and deposit, of which you ought to have a minimum share capital of 5,000 if you are applying a loan below 50,000. Above 50,000, between 50 to 100,000, a share capital of 15,000. Between 100,000 and above, a share capital of 20,000, which is the maximum. That's the graduation that is provided there. Then we have a good record history on loan repayment. Huwa tunaangalia record yako, especially on CLB cases. So when you are coming to apply for a loan with us, make sure it's good to know this information so that you can plan even before you come to our office. We look into your CLB records, we look into repayment records that maybe probably we've given you loans previously, and we are going to look at that record too, how you have been able to pay the loan that we had given you. Then other considerations, self-guaranteed. Self-guarantee is where you take a loan within the deposit. If you have a deposit of 100,000, you take up to 90% of that, up to 90% of 100,000 is how much? Sorry? 90% of 100,000. That is 90,000. Thank you for that answer. Yeah, you can qualify up to 90% if you have a deposit of 100,000. Then loan top-ups. Top-ups, we have introduced loan top-ups. If you have a current loan active, you have to pay that loan up to 30%. If you pay the current loan up to 30%, you can come and request for a top-up, of which we are going to give you 3 times of whatever is in that account. Then maximum amount for the first time loan. If you register today, then you come for your first loan after 6 months. The maximum you can get is how much? is 500,000. Then loan restructure. Restructure, we introduced, especially during the times of Corona. We realized we need to adopt more comfortable means to make our members our members' loans active. One of them is restructuring of loans. Restructuring of loans comes when a member has defaulted on a particular loan, maybe for 3 months and above. Anakuja ana request, we restructure the period. We can restructure that loan up to a maximum of 12 months, of which now we are going to give him a good terms for him to do the repayment. That's a consideration we did during the time of Corona, and now has been adopted. Then positive CRB studying, you make sure that you don't have any negative listing with CRB. Especially hizi loans za simu huwa zinashika watu wengi sana. Probably mtoto alichukua simu yako kama mzazi, akaenda akachukua kaemshwali, you never know about it. Ukikuja sasa kuchukua loan, unaambiwa uko kwa CRB. But there is a way you can confirm your status. You can search for that number, you dial, you confirm your CRB status. I don't know that number, but you can find it from Google. Yeah, you can find that number. You confirm your CRB status. You dial. I think they do some charge. Metropole, they do some charge of around 100 shillings. They confirm for you the status of your CRB standing, either positive or negative, and they are going to tell you who have listed you with CRB. Then we continue. Once you apply for a loan, there is that requirement that supposed to go with the loan that you have applied. If there is a question there, why do you need to grow your savings depending on a loans taken? That's a question that I'm posing to you. Growing your savings attract healthy dividends and improves your eligibility for a higher loan in your next application. I think there's some letters that has been cut off there, is in your next application. So if you continue building your savings as with your current loan, you will realize maybe the next time you come to apply, you will qualify for a higher amount than which you qualified before. Then we go to the next slide. Then this is the schedule. This is the schedule. When you take a loan below 100,000, how much are you supposed to contribute per month? Minimum of 1,000 shillings. Then between, I believe that is 101 to 500,000, that is a minimum of 2,000. Between 501 to a million, that is 3,000. Between 2 million and 1 to 3 million, that is a minimum contribution of 5,000. Above 3 million, contribution of 6,000 per month. That's a schedule that every member should be aware of, so that when you need a loan of 100,000, you realize you need to do a minimum deposit. Minimum means you can do more if you want to, but at least 1,000 shillings. So yeah, be aware of that. Then, of course, we have this process ambayo inaitwa loan recovery. This applies as the last option for us as the officers. We really don't want any loan to get to this level, and we try to our level best mpaka tuka introduce hiyo loan structuring so that we don't get to this level, but at some point inatubidi, sidio? At some point inatubidi, but when it comes to this point, this is the procedure that we follow. Then kuna swali hapo, what steps are followed before recovering a loan. In the event a loan falls in arrears, the following process will be followed. That is 1 to 7 days in arrears. A loanee is notified on a call or a message on a late or delayed payment. That is between 1 to 7 days. You will be called or you will receive a message notifying you that your loan you are supposed to pay at this particular date but you have missed. Then to make the repayment immediately. Then between 1 to 30 days, I believe that is between 7 to 30 days, or if a loan has not been paid for the last 30 days. A loanee is given a call demanding for payment and gets the first demand notice and a copy also sent to guarantors. You know, when a guarantor guarantees you a loan, anasema, in case this loan is not paid, I will pay. So it's good to notify the guarantors the process or the current status of that loan. If that loan falls in arrears, the guarantors who had committed some amount, is good to make him or her aware of the status of that loan. Then between that 1 to 60 days in arrears, second demand notice is written to loanee and a copy is sent to guarantors. Then 61 to 90 days in arrears, a third and final letter is issued to loanee and guarantors notifying them of the amount to be recovered from their deposit. But what we normally tell our loanees, if you feel you have some challenges when it comes to payment, don't keep silent. Come to the office, we deliberate on the issues, we see how best we can solve this issue so that it doesn't get to this point. Then over 90 days in arrears, a loan is recovered from guarantor's deposit. Then there is a point to note there. A loan is considered in arrears when a whole or part of the installment is not paid, is not paid on the date due after 30 days grace period for whatever reasons. So that's how we do the recovery. So if you feel you are not going to find the amount to pay on that particular day that you are supposed to pay, call the office. Uambie, I'm having this challenge and you deliberate on how best you're going to make the payments so that we don't start this process of recovery. Sidio, tuko pamoja? Nice. Then we go to all loans are calculated on reducing balance rates as indicated. Hiyo inamaanisha reducing balances, it means as you continue paying your loan, the interest reduces. So the quicker you clear your loan, the less the interest. We normally encourage our members to take advantage of this process. If you clear your loan, you can take a loan maybe for 36 months, but you happen to clear within 24 months. What we will do, we will waive away the interest of the remaining 12 months. You find that you are going to pay the interest for only 24 months, which is on reducing balances. So we have an example there of how we calculate our loans. This is a product by the name development loan or biashara loan. This member comes to the office and applies a loan of how much? 100,000. And this loan is supposed to be paid with 12 months. Just go to the next slide. We see the number of months. Yeah, it's 12 months. Then go back to the, this loan, this member, amesema anataka kulipa na 12 months. Of course, this loan is payable with 36 months on development and 18 months on biashara loan. So the first month, there is a balance of 100,000 on that loan account. So, and he pays the repayment, monthly repayment is on the far end, ambayo imezuiwa kidogo, is around 8,000. So America, hiyo 8,800 and something. Then on the month of April, amekuta the balance has reduced from 100,000 to 92,000. So the interest there is monthly interest. Unaona hiyo column ya monthly interest. So the first month is going to pay how much as interest? 1,000. Then the second month, 921. So you see, as he continues to do the repayment, the interest per month is reducing. That's what we mean by reducing balances. So if this member, by the first month, he overpaid his loan, and he managed to do around a repayment, not 8,000 but 20,000. If he had done a 20,000 repayment, angekuwa na balance ya how much? On the second month, on April, angekuwa na balance ya 80,000. So 8,000 ndio ingefanywa calculation ya 1% of 8,000, which will reduce the interest that he was to, or she was to pay on that particular month. So we encourage members to take advantage of this. If you have some amount that you are not directing it to any purpose, just come clear your loan, and it's going to help you to pay less interest on the loans, because we want our members to be empowered economically. That's our objective. Then we go to the next slide. So by the end of the day, this member will have paid the whole amount of 100,000 on that loan, and an interest for 12 months. Atakuwa amelipa interest how much? That is 4,400. But that amount can reduce if the member reduces the interest, or the improves on monthly repayment. Si unaona loans zetu zinakuwa cheap. You just pay 4,000 for a whole month of 100,000 shillings that you had taken. So that's what we do. That's how we calculate our loans. Then we go to the next slide. The next slide, we calculate loans on emergency and school fee loan. This member also want 100,000, which is the maximum for these products. Interest is how much? Interest for these loans is how much? Sorry? At what rate? 1.25, yes. The interest you see has increased because this is an expensive loan, because it's more of emergency, so inataka tu inatoka haraka. So that's what makes it more expensive. So the first repayment itakuwa 9,000, the interest itakuwa 1,250. Then tusonge the next slide. So by the end of the day, if this member manages to clear that loan within 12 months, atakuwa amelipa interest ya 8,300. But akimaliza tuseme na around 9 months, hiyo interest itapungua. So let's go to the next slide. why should you pay your loan on time? This is a very important point to note. And you don't want, even me myself, sipendangi kupatikana in a place that I'm not able to pay my loan. So it's a matter of managing your finances, of which Nyakundi ameongelea. So late or skipped payment attracts a penalty of 5% on the installment amount. Kama ulikuwa unataka, if you were to pay 1,000, so that one will attract a penalty of 5%. Then risk denial of future loans damages your loan repayment history, denies a chance to apply for a second loan. That is, members can have a maximum of 2 loans at the same time. As a member, this is a point I want to deliberate more on. You can have 2 loans at the same time, actually 3. You can have development. Kama ulikuja, you wanted to buy a land somewhere, ukakuja ukachukua loan ya shamba, ukaenda ukanunua. Currently you are paying. Then after sometimes after 3 months, ukarealize, I need some money to start a business. You can come, you apply a second loan, which we are going to consider. You are going to sit with the officer in charge. Then you are going to calculate the maximum you can get on that second loan. Then you can have still Ukombozi loan at the same time. So you can have a maximum of how many loans with Ukombozi? 3 loans. Yes. So if your first loan is in arrears, it denies you a chance to come and apply probably a biashara loan or emergency loan. So you cannot apply as a second loan with arrears in your account. So we go to the next slide. Oh, that's the end. Thank you. Feel free. Hiyo slide inasema, feel free to ask any questions. Without much ado, because I don't want us to be here for so long. I want us to get the information and then we go and utilize that information. Probably we call our next presenter. Okay. Nyakudi anasema tusimame. We stretch ourselves.
Situmpigie makofi. Let's put our hands together and give a clap offering.
And
yeah.
Mumeandika maswali? You have some questions with you. Katu na hizo maswali, we are going to correct them immediately we are done with our presentation so that we can address all questions at the same time.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. You can give a clap offering again. Yeah. Normally credit is an intense section in any financial institution, and I know he has captured a number of important things that he was to capture. We'll also be highlighting few things, few recommendations here and there. So at this particular time, I would like us to stretch a bit. The remaining part is just how we do our payments. It's also very key. Shall be made by our brother Kelvin. And then from there, we shall be taking questions and then highlighting other new developments. And then we shall do interactions as we eat our lunch and we say our password for those who are in the morning. Yeah. Okay, so let's do a stretching. Kidogo tu, let's stretch. You can call the rain Opo hatujatoka online. We are still online. Because we don't get to go back again. All right. Now this direction, let's go. In here free, you are not paying for this, eh? All right. Let's go. All right. Let me see if someone can, eh? Let's go like this. You just like, hey. Mguu mmoja, wacha nione. Bishop. Wacha, inua sasa juu hivi kidogo. Hivi tu. Stretch. Thank you. The other one. Thank you so much. System stretch kidogo. Thank you. We can move our throne. Are we back? All right. Thank you. So thank you for the time. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for acquiring a lot of knowledge. The last time we came here, we had more people even than today, and they listened, and they have really gained. And I also want to encourage us that as we learn, I want to believe that this information shall be of importance to you, and you shall benefit from Ukombozi Sacco. Yes. So at this particular moment, we have dealt with credit because we have around that minutes to be through. So at this point, we just take it among ourselves. What have I learned? How are those loans? What do I need to ask? For just 1 minute, then my brother will come, and then we shall sum it up with questions. And I know our parents have organized for us to chew before we leave. So, can you get a neighbor? We do it while standing so that it becomes more interactive. Let's stand up. Yes. Turn to your left. Left. Okay. Turn to your left. Are you seeing the person on your back? You cannot see them. Turn and face them. Okay, turn and face them. Okay, let's follow the instructions. Look at me. I want to teach us something. Are you seeing my forehead? Yes. Turn to the, this is the right. For you, this is the left. Turn to the left. The person on your, no. Turn to the right. Can you see the person on your back? No. Now, the person stands the left. One to the right, one to the left. What can you see? Kuna watu wamekosea. One to the right, one to the left. What can you see? Yeah, we do it the final time. For those sharp thinkers, they are getting something. I am credit. Turn to the right. Oh, our right. Where is our right? Oh, our right is here. Right? Look at that cross. Okay. Turn to your left. Look at that window there. All right. Can you see anyone on your back? You are just seeing your destiny there, all right? Now, yule mtu ako kando yako, mmoja turn to the right, mwingine left. Choose mwenye ataenda right, mwingine left. All right. I want to be experienced. You are trying to turn to the right and turn to the left. You have realized you need another person for you to face. To the right, to the... If you are facing to the right, you don't have someone. If you are facing to the... You don't have. But as you try to turn, na hiyo mwingine anazunguka mnapatana. Unauliza guarantors. That's how we do it. Ukiangalia wewe huko, hauoni mtu. Ukiangalia huku, lakini ukiwa unazunguka hivi, kuna ndugu yangu mwingine. Niko na dada yangu hapa. Sio maneno zimemaliza. And then destinies, you cannot achieve your destiny without network. So if all of us are looking at Garissa Road ndio tukiangalia hivyo, sisi wote tutaenda the same direction, tunaweza potea. Lakini when I have his end, ataniambia kuna kanisa inaitwa Happy Valley, kuna ingine hapa, can we divert, can we go here? I will find out my destiny. Sawa sawa. So there is power in network. Don't be facing your own direction. Are we together? Even Jesus in Luke chapter 5, our word for the year, the Bible says, Jesus came with a multitude of people. On arrival, he turned to Peter and told him, Peter, bring them in. Peter did not get anything. Peter was stranded. And the Bible says, after finishing with them, now he turned to Peter. Then Peter got his destiny. You need someone to turn to your face, and you need to look at someone. Are we together? Are you getting that? So kama uko hapa na una yeye uko hapa uokoke because you need him. So that's how loans are taken. That's how investments are done. You need your brother, you need your sister. If you are here and you have a chama, you are here and you come from another church, another congregation, let's invite more and more and more to come to Ukombozi Sacco so that we grow together in Jesus' name. Si hata mnipigie makofi kwa hiyo. Yes. Thank you so much. So I want us to put our hands together once again as we welcome our brother Mr. Karaoke Kelvin to come and tell us how can you send this money for a few minutes, and then we shall be done. If you have your questions, if you have your questions, write them down, and I know in the next 30 to 35 minutes we shall be having our lunch in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Nyakundi, for that session that we've just had. Tell your neighbor you look blessed. Just tell him you look blessed. Okay, my name is Kelvin Mwangi, heading Kobo Meru branch. I'm glad to be here for this education day. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Reverend, members, and to those who are going to become members today for making it to this education day. Mine will just be brief. You've been told about the savings, the credit. I'll just tell you how you are going to save money into your various accounts when you become members. So when you see us as Ukombozi, see money. I know you're happy people today. Ukituona, jua tumeleta pesa karibu na nyinyi. So we've brought another good news to you. So after this, come at our desk. We are going to discuss more about even how we are going to give you more loans. I'll even quote our scripture. It's 3 John 1:2. If you check at our brochure, it says that, beloved, may you prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospereth. So it is good when we prosper, even as it is in the word and it is godly, so that we become rich. So I'll go straight to the payment options that we have in Ukombozi, because I've come here to bless you. Mine will just be brief, because most have been spoken about the Ukombozi Sacco. There are various reasons that I recommend Ukombozi Sacco. You get a return on your investment. Once you keep savings in Ukombozi Sacco, you're earning dividend every year. So you can use that as an income. It was said somewhere that if you took 4 rivers to water the Garden of Eden, you need also 4 sources of income, a minimum, to water your life. So if you have 2 investments, just know that Ukombozi is also another investment that you are making to grow your life. So I'll go through, and the other benefits that you get. As Anthony has said, the Ajenga Junior, that's a free account we are giving unto you for becoming a member of Ukombozi Sacco, and you earn 4% yearly. We have account for Christmas. you earn also an interest. If you saved 20,000 in that Christmas account, come December, we give you the 20,000 and we add you 5% on top of that. So there are many benefits you get for being. And even we get project subsidies. We have land projects in Ukombozi. So when you are a member, you benefit a lot. So I recommend Ukombozi Sacco to you for many various reasons. You've even had testimonies from pastors, from members. Some bought cars, some built homes, and I know there are more coming after this. So we have various payment options. We can see from the slides there. And we have two main options that we have in Ukombozi. Two major. Which one is the bank payment and the other one is the M-Pesa payment. Those are our two options that you can use in Ukombozi. When you use the bank payment option, we have various ways you can do a deposit using the bank. You can make a cash or check deposit in which you give us cash. You make a cash to the bank and then you bring the slip. You can also write a check to Ukombozi Sacco. You can place a standing order in your bank so that every month at a certain date, if there is salary coming to your account, it is deducted and transferred to a Ukombozi Sacco account. That's the standing order. The other form is the electronic funds transfer. This is the EFT, where you can channel money from your account and straight to our bank accounts that we have in Ukombozi using your phone. So by just a click of a button, you do a transfer of money to our bank accounts. That's the EFT. And the last one is the money transfer in the bank payment option. The money transfer is where you go to the bank, you give them, there's a form you fill. You give them our bank accounts that we have and the amount that you intend to transfer from your account to Ukombozi Sacco account. That's the money transfer option. Then you'll fill a form, you give to the bank, and then they deduct from your account and there is a slip you'll bring to Ukombozi. So those are the bank payment options. And these are our major bankers that we have in Ukombozi. One of them is Cooperative Bank, and that's our account number that we have. I know it is visible, but if you want us to write down the number, it's even in the brochures. When you come to our desk after this, we shall give you. It's Cooperative Bank. In fact, Cooperative is our main banker. And the next is Equity Bank. You can also take a standing order at Equity. You can do a account transfer from Equity, and then you channel it. It will come to Ukombozi. Another bank account, which is the last, is KCB. So in the three bank accounts that I've mentioned, Cooperative, Equity, and KCB, you can channel money to Ukombozi Sacco and to your account using these three options. They are our main bankers in Ukombozi. So there is a note by. One of them is, remember to quote your membership number when making payment to any bank account. When you'll be doing any payment to any bank account, make sure you indicate your member number. If not your member number, indicate your ID number. So that when we receive the form, we're able to know it came from this person and this person. And the note by the second one is the bank slip, standing order copies, the money transfer copies should be presented to the nearest office. When you do a money transfer to the bank, when they give you that form, they'll give you a copy. You have to bring it to the office so that we may know you are the one who made the deposit. If you do a bank slip deposit, assuming you have 5,000, you take it to the bank or any agent and you deposit to the Ukombozi Sacco account. You have to bring the slip to our nearest office. If it's the church, you are doing the deposit, you bring it to the church. But the slip has to come to our office. And even if you are doing a standing order is where now you tell the bank, be deducting this amount every month on this day and give it to Ukombozi Sacco. And then they'll be doing it automatic every month. So the first copy they will give you when you give them that request at the bank, bring us that copy so that we have it with us. So that every other month, you'll not need to come to the office. When it's deducted into your account, we will know that this is what was for this member and this member. So for that option, for those three options, you have to bring it to the office. And we don't accept cash payments in the office. On the M-Pesa payment, which is our second option, the first one was the bank account, and our main other is the M-Pesa payment option. When making payment via M-Pesa, one can either use two options, in which one of them is the SIM toolkit, which is the pay bill option. And the other one is the USSD code. We introduced a USSD code, which is star 346 hash. Those are the two options using your phone and the M-Pesa option. You can make savings into your account. And the next, I'll go more on the pay bill. When you go to the M-Pesa account, you go to the pay bill. There was the USSD, and there is now the M-Pesa pay bill. You go to your M-Pesa option, you click on Lipa na M-Pesa, you go to pay bill. It is 8, for Ukombozi Sacco is 821945. 821945. And then the account number, you enter your membership number or ID number. And then you enter the amount, and then you click OK, and the amount will come to Ukombozi Sacco. For that, you don't need to come to the office. It goes direct into your account. That's the pay bill option. Next. So for that, after using the M-Pesa option, you receive a confirmation message in your phone saying paid to Ukombozi Sacco, and it will confirm that you've made the payment. When you are using the M-Pesa payment, we've bring more advancement into our system. We have a new system that is more advanced. So we've introduced some codes. If you need to make savings, to go straight and to hit your account straight, immediately you make that payment using M-Pesa. From the screen, you can see there are codes for the saving products. We have registration fee account, deposit account, share capital account, Jenga Junior account, Christmas account, and a travel savings account. When you go through the registration fee account, you insert, this is using the pay bill option, where you go to Lipa na M-Pesa, pay bill, H21945. Account number is where you input your ID number, the process that is shown here on the screen. So you will insert your ID number or member number, then hash. If you are doing registration, you write RE. If you are doing a deposit to your account, it will be hash DP. If you are doing to the share capital account, it will be hash SH. All our savings product, after hash, they have 2 digits. They are special codes. We can give you after this or send you a copy of it. They are the hash code. It goes straight to your account. Unaweza kuwa you want to pay money into your deposit account. If you use the short code, it will go to the deposit account. You still want to send money again, it goes to your Christmas account. There is a short code for the Christmas savings. You still want to make a saving to your child account for the Jenga Junior. If you use the short code, it will go straight to that account. That's why we introduce the short codes to make it easier for you to transact in the Ukombozi. I'll go to the loan products. We also have the short codes. You might be having, you've had in Ukombozi, you can have even more than 2 loans. Assuming you have a development loan, you have an emergency loan, and even have an Ukombozi loan, because we have mobile loan in Ukombozi. So if you want to pay a development loan, you'll insert your ID number as the account number, then do a hash after that. Do not separate. Immediately after the ID number, you do hash, then DEV if you are paying the development loan. If you are paying the emergency loan, it will be hash EME. For the school fees loan, for the biashara loan, is BIA. These codes don't change. The ones you are seeing here, they will not change. If it's for the development loan, it's common. If you use it now, if you use it 1 year to come, it does not change. If you are paying a development loan, it will still go to that account instantly when you send. Even at the end of this, I'll take you through that process and you'll see how it fares. I'll go to the next. Now the other option, apart from using the M-Pesa pay bill, is using the short code, the star 346 hash. In this option, it is available to all our members who are registered with Ukombozi. You have first to do a self-registration. For those who have not registered, you'll dial star 346 star 6 hash to those who have not registered. But once you've gone through that process and you are registered for the Ukombozi, you only do *346#, and then you enter your PIN. In this option of the USSD code, you can also make payment to your account. You just dial in your phone, it will give you a payment option. Mostly this option is used by those who have taken the mobile loan with us, the same, and then you can pay a loan. We've also introduced another option. You can still make a saving in your account using the same USSD code. And then you choose the form of payment, you enter your PIN, and then you wait for a confirmation message. And the money will go to your account, and even you'll be able to pay that loan. I'll go to the next, which will be the online, our online services that we have in Ukombozi. See, we are clear, we are good up to there. I'm clear. So I'll go to our online services, which is our other option. We've gone much into online. We have various ways you can interact with our online portals, where we have a members portal, which is the web portal. We have our virtual services, which is online. We have an online help desk, where you can ask questions. And we also have an online new member registration. Those are the various options you can do online to transact in Ukombozi. The first one is the web portal. The web portal is where you can access your savings using, provided you have data in your phone, you can access your savings account and see how it fares by clicking www.ukombozisacco.com. When you type that, it will take you direct to our website, and then click the members portal option. And then you click, there are two ways. There is a sign up option. If you've never done it, it's for once. You'll do the sign up option, and then you'll go to the next step. After the sign in option, on the sign up option, it gives you, there are several details it will inquire from you. You'll enter your ID number, you'll enter your membership number in full, and then you'll tick accept terms and condition, then you'll click on submit. That's the sign up requirement for the first time. If you are doing it for the first time, you've never done it again, you'll go through the sign up option, and then it will send a default password to your email. So if you want to access your online details, you have to have given us your email address. You might have tried the process, and then ikafika mahali you notice it is not taking you to completion. One of the reasons could be we don't have your email account in our system. So you can call any of our offices, you can even call Nyakundi or any of our Ukombozi Sacco office, and you'll be able to furnish us with your email address. We'll input it in the system and then repeat the same process. And then it will send a default password. We need an email because there is a password for you to access this, and it will be sent to your email address, not SMS to your phone, so that you can pick it from there and use it for the next step, which is logging in. After now you've signed up, you've gotten the password in your email, you go back, then click now on login. After now you're on the login, you'll never go to sign up again. We already now have your details. You'll click on login tab. You'll be required to enter the following details. One of them will be your ID number. The other one will be your membership number. Your membership number, you'll enter in full. In full, we insist on in full to mean, assuming my membership number is 3589. In that membership number, you have to put 7 digits. So if my membership number is 3589, include 3 zeros before the 3589, so that it be 7 digits. If your member number is 12867, those are 5 digits. For it to make it 7 digits, include 2 digits before, then 12687. And then now you'll enter the default password that you were sent in your email, and then click on login. And it will prompt you to change to a default password that you can remember easily, so that you don't keep referring to your Gmail address. And you'll be able to access that service, and you'll be able to transact. If it's your account, you want to see your savings, if you want to see how your loan is faring, if you need a statement from that portal, you can get all the services. That's for the web portal. The other second one is the virtual services. The virtual services, This is a platform which is offered by the Sacco for members to attend meeting online, virtually, such as the general meeting. Last year we had an AGM. It was not held physically like the way we are held here due to COVID. But when we held them, we always have a virtual service in the online. So this is the platform that we use. We are able to make members join. But you have to furnish us with your email. Because if we don't have your Gmail in our system, you'll not be able to access this. So if you can, even today or Monday, you can call our offices to confirm if we have your Gmail so that you can interact with the Ukombozi Sacco platform so easily. So that's for the virtual services. And to enjoy the virtual services as a member, you will need to have the following details. Okay, one of them is the Gmail address. First, you'll enter your membership number. That's for the virtual services. The membership number, the ID number, email address registered in Ukombozi Sacco, and have a good internet access. But for the virtual services, if we are having a meeting, we always send a link up front so that you may click the link to register for the meeting. So you don't have to worry about that. But make sure we have your email address. For this year, we are going to have our AGM. It is not going to be online. We are going to have it on a physical meeting. It will be at the head office. So those who are going to make it to the meeting, you can plan to be there. We shall plan after this on how we shall have the logistics. That's for the virtual services requirement. The next one will be, I'll end there for that. Those are our payment options that we have in Ukombozi Sacco. So you can interact with many options in Ukombozi Sacco online. Seated at your home, making inquiries through the phone. Anyway, you can be able to interact in Ukombozi and you'll be helped so easily. So that was the last thing we were to talk about. We've talked many. I'll guide you just right now on how to do a saving using your phone. I know you have your phones here. Maybe I can guide you. You can even make a small deposit and see how your account is faring. You'll even see your balance using the SMS code. I can guide you. And even before you do it, or even you can do that. Let me guide you. You can check your saving. Do you have your phone?
So we can get, if you have an amount in your phone, be it 100, 200 shillings, you can show you how even you can be checking your balances. Just need to send some amount, and then as our brother guides us.
Yes, yes. So you can go to M-Pesa, go to Lipa na M-Pesa, just send any amount so that you can be able to transact with that service. Lipa na M-Pesa, enter the pay bill number, which is 821945. I will repeat that, 821945. Then go to the next, is the account number. Enter your ID number or member number. And then don't press OK. There's some information I want you to add after the ID number. Enter your ID number or the member number, whichever you can remember easily as at now. And then after the membership number or ID number, enter hash. And then enter DP. Letter D for dog and P. DP. Don't separate the hash. Assuming my member number is 3589, I'll do 3589 hash DP. Just that. And then press OK. And then don't separate any words. Press OK, then enter any amount. And then enter the PIN. It will send you, I know you receive even the balance. It will say paid to Ukombozi. I'm always glad with this because I know for Reverend, most of the members, they do it from here, which is good and is so encouraging that you're able to collect it from here, then you give us. To those who are doing via M-Pesa, you can use that option to make savings into your account. And I'll end by this quote as I forward the microphone. There's one wealthy man, one rich man who said, for you to be wealthy, you have to invest. And for you to invest, you have to save. So it's a process. You save, then you invest, and you become wealthy. So Ukombozi Sacco is here to take you through that road. When you save with us, you invest that money, and you are able to grow. When we are here gathered here, we are all members with one common goal. We might not all be teachers. You see, for the teachers, they have teachers circle. That's why you see teachers, some teachers prospering. For the police, they have a police circle, which means they know each other. And now as for Deliverance Church, and for others who are not for Deliverance, and for the members of Deliverance, we have a common ground. We are one congregation. We are one team. So if we need a loan, we're able to co-guarantee each other so easily. And now we will be able to grow together. That's how people advance, because we are together, and we appreciate, Reverend, how you've been doing for this team of this sub-region. That has been, it's recommendable. So I'll end from there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming for the Education Day. It has been a success. And thank you. I'll invite Mr. Nyakundi to take us to the next process.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You can give a clap, offering. Wow, there's been a day. Good day. Na nikiangalia upande wangu wa kushoto, naona kuwa wale waandalizi wa chakula cha mchana wako tayari, lakini we just receive questions kidogo, we answer them, and I can assure you we have some delicious food here for each one of us. So at this moment, as we are correcting the questions, if you need a piece of paper, kindly just lift your hand. Just lift your hand. You need a piece of paper. You have a query or a question, any question of any kind. We'll be glad to answer you over here or in person. All right. So we have had great presentations from the morning to this time, and I believe we have been able to capture very many things and very many information, a lot of information regarding Ukombozi Sacco, regarding things. And as the papers are coming, I would like to state it clear that we have something called the CRB. And the CRB is not an enemy of the people. The CRB is there to ensure we are faithful. Even with the Mshwari, with Tala, with the branch, with the Zenga, we are. My brothers are laughing. I don't know if they have been caught at one point, and I'm mchungaji huko. But at all times, let's ensure we pay our loans faithfully. Are we together? Even the 500 that you take from Mshwari, if you come to me and you need a loan of $500,000, Bishop, someone comes to you, they need you to pressure them 1 million. And a person tells you, Nyakundi alinikopa 500 na hakulipa, utampatia. You will feel it because if you gave me 500, I did not refund. What about $1 million? That's what CRB. So if you have not paid 500 Mshwari, it speaks volumes that this person, if you give them $500,000, they run away and go to another country. But I believe we have been born again, even when it comes to money. So that's why we normally have to check the CB reports. So ensure at all times, not only Ukombozi, but in wherever you get your loans from, make sure you clear. And let me also state that I believe the question, they are just sorting them out. There's a difference between a debt and a loan. Kuna tofauti kati ya deni na mkopo. Deni ni ile tunachukua, tunakula nayo mandazi. Na tunakula vizuri, unashindwa kulipa. Mkopo ni unapewa uweke kwenye investment ikupatie returns urejeshe. So there is a difference. So take a loan, make sure you are taking a mkopo, sio deni. Sawa sawa. Yeah, the questions, any other questions? All right.